Hey guys, so if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I don't feature Urban Decay products a lot on my channel. I'm not on their PR list. They're generally not products that draw my attention easily. But when I saw this palette in Macy's the other day, I don't know what it was, but I was instantly drawn to it. So it arrived today. I am so excited to give it a try. So if you guys would like to see swatches and a look using the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette, then just keep watching. Okay, so I have never owned an Urban Decay palette. I have a few singles of theirs, and that is it. I have a couple of their glitters, a couple of their eyeliners. I used to love their Perversion mascara, but I don't have it anymore. So this is the Naked Honey palette. I know they came out with the Naked Cherry palette. Of course, they have their Naked whatever palettes. Oh, I do have their Naked Basics palette, which has all matte shades in it, but that's it. I don't have any of these, like, long rectangle naked palettes. On the back it shows you all of the shades you get inside. You get a brush. So let's jump right in and start with swatches. The outside looks like this. It's like a bronzy gold plastic packaging, and inside you get a dual-ended brush, a mirror, and here are all the shades. Now when I saw this online, I thought, okay, it's like a bunch of like yellowy brown shades. It really didn't appeal to me. But then when I saw this in person, this is like a nice warm brown. This one almost looks like a purple brown, which would be beautiful for deepening up a look. This honey shade honestly piqued my interest right away. I mean, it's a beautiful yellow gold shade, but there's just some also some really nice other shades here, like this one. It's like a brown with like a hint of olive in it, I believe. I don't know, really pretty. So I'm really curious to try these. So let me start with the swatches here. Okay, first we have Flyby, which might be a satin. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, that's definitely a satin. It's got some shine to it. We have Sweet, which is a nice kind of like matte nudie shade. We have Swarm. Ooh, that's a nice like camel color. And then we have Amber, which is a really pretty metallic bronze. Next up we have Keeper, which is more of like a, that looks more of like a deeper camel shade. We have Golden, ooh, pretty. We have Honey, which is like the main attraction to this palette. And we have Queen, like Queen Bee. Then we have Hive, which looks like another one of those like mustardy brown tones. We have Drip, which has a bit more, I want to say like reddish tones in it. HBIC, which I don't know what that stands for. Perhaps that's some sort of like pollinating honey terminology. And then finally we have Sting, which is this really nice like cool tone brown at the bottom. So these are more, this one has more warmth, these are more yellow tone, and this one definitely has more of like a purple undertone to it. So I'm very curious to see what I can do with these shades. Let me give you a close-up real quick of the swatches. Okay, so far this is the look I've come up with, and I'm obsessed with it so far, so let me show you what I did. I started off going into Swarm as my crease shade, the big fluffy brush from Real Techniques. Then I went in with the next matte shade, Keeper, to deepen up the crease and outer corner. Then I went into Hive to deepen it up even more. Then I moved on to the brush they gave us, and I'm going to go into Honey right here and put that on the inner part of the lid. Then I'm going to go into Golden. I'm kind of going to go yellow gold out to bronze. Then I'm going into Amber. And then I'm going to dip into that Hive matte shade to kind of clean up the edges a little. I'm going into with a small brush. This is from Luxie. This is the 246 Precision Crease Brush. And I'm going to go into the deepest shade, Sting, and kind of line the lash line. Okay, so that is the top lid look. So far, I am loving the way that these are blending, the way that they are applying. So I'm going to finish the face so we can come back and finish the lower lash line. So I'll be back in just a bit. Okay, so face makeup is on. I have a little bit of the Sulwhasoo Radiance Blusher. I've got some Wet n Wild bronzer, and then of course my Pixi and Rachhloves highlighting palette. Now it's time to finish the lower lash line. I'm just going to go in with the Naked Honey brush, and I'm going to go into the medium shade brown right here along the lower lash line. I'm going to go into Hive right here and kind of deepen up right along the lash line. And finally into Sting, but very lightly. With an AOA Studio E124 brush, I'm going to go into Flyby and highlight the inner corner and the brow bone. Alright, so that completes the eye look. I'm going to hop off, apply some mascara, and I'll be back to show you the finished look and tell you what I think of this new palette. Okay guys, here is the finished eye look. I went ahead and applied a little bit of the Tarte Big Ego Mascara. It's a new mascara that I've been trying out recently and really enjoying. So my final thoughts on this palette is that it blended beautifully. The shades look similar in the pan, but these are different. These are very different. These are very different. Like, this one looks a lot deeper on the eye than this one does. This one's more purple tone. This one's more warm tone. I mean, if you don't like browns and bronzy shades, this may not be for you. I didn't think that I was gonna love this until I saw it in person, and I think it's beautiful. The only thing I wish that it had was like a champagne color for a different highlight shade or a different inner corner shade. That's my only thing. I wish that there was like a champagne shimmer metallic in here, but that's it. I think that this is really sturdy. I think that $49 is a little high for a shadow palette with mostly the same tone shades in it, but it's still beautiful. I think it looks beautiful on green blue eyes. That's what I have. My eyes are chameleon. They kind of change colors depending on what I'm wearing. So today they look a little bit more blue with all of the yellows on the eyes. I think that it's really, really beautiful. So if you were on the fence about this palette, I would say pick it up. The formula is really nice. The quality is really good. And I like the look that I've gotten so far. I will try to do some other looks with this palette in the future, and I will post them at the end of this video so you can see what other things you can do with this palette besides just gold lid and brown in the crease. So I'll try to play around with this and come up with some other looks so that if you're concerned that this is like a one-trick pony palette, I can kind of explain or show you that it isn't. So hope you guys found this swatch and tutorial video of the new Urban Decay Naked Honey palette helpful. If you did, remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.